Hello guys, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you will be fine. My name is MD Mahabub. Today we will discuss COVID prevention alternative to vaccine. The massive global effort to get COVID vaccines used plays on fears of getting the disease, despite the facts that they are experimental, meaning that they have not gone through the reasons time consuming and expensive randomized clinical trials that so many experts say is the gold standard for evaluating drug. This options has used by government to condemn and block the use of generic medicines, namely hydrochloride and ivermectin. Vaccine testing and regulatory approval have been reduced, missing from nearly in information researching the public are some key facts. The vaccines still allow the virus to stay in the body and the virus can spread and pass on to others. In other words, the virus can stay alive in the community. Moreover, all kinds of ugly side effects can and do it some vaccines people. That vaccines are encouraged to do to prevent serious disease impacts and death, but not truly and entirely keep the virus out the living in our body. In other words, unlike most older vaccines for other viral disease, they do not actually kill the virus, but aim to kill the viral impacts by importing some immunity. Vaccines advantages are selling serious COVID disease prevention. But is there another very different prevention stage? There is related in my recent book Pain Medic Blender. There are amounting of strong medical data showing that a number of cheap, safe, proven and effective medicines vitamins and supplements have been used worldwide to stop COVID when the protocols are used very early. In a number of countries there where they have been widely used, COVID hospitalizations and death rates are markedly lower than in the US and other nations that have blocked that use. Overall, they have prevent 70 to 80% of COVID deaths. The chief requirement is that they are used with a drug of getting symptoms or a promising test. Just as important, high amounts of data show that these medical solutions also act. So, proper cities meaning prevention to keep people healthy when they have not been infected by the virus. In other words, people have a right choice between COVID vaccines and the multitude of protocols that have been classified as components for early home COVID treatments. This choice is all the more relevant when one acknowledges that a vast number of people do not need a vaccine to get COVID immunity. Why? Because large number of people have either natural immunity or immunity achieved because they have contracted COVID but without serious impacts. Proof of non-vaccine immunity is everywhere, including children and elderly people in nursing home who remained healthy unlike others living with them who were struck down and all too often died. Yes, there are some groups that have a good cause for taking a vaccine. They include people like me who are elderly with serious underlying medical problems, and even younger people who also have serious medical conditions including morbid offside. I have taken the COVID vaccine because I am 81 with a very serious heart condition, but I still take Twitch, a day on of those protocols with strong evidence for effectiveness, zinc, vitamins D and C, where people have access to hydrochloroquine and ivermectin, including some Americans who have doctors will and able to prescribe them. They take regular dose for prevention, typically along with zinc and vitamin D and C. It all comes down to science beside choice on how to best stay safe in his pandemic, even if they do not follow the data. Even if they do not follow the data, it seems like regularly 40 to 50% of Americans who do not want to take the vaccine have seen firsthand that vaccines are not the only path of stay safe from COVID. This is especially true for younger people who have seen considerable government data that even if they get COVID, they will not likely suffer awful impacts. The push for vaccines is also linked to many politicians' revenge to mention describe content controls such as masking, school closing and lockdowns until everyone gets vaccines. These thinkings has nothing to do with the wild opened follow the science and much more to do with maintaining public fear and political power. And never forget the wisdom of follow the money. The push for COVID vaccines has everything to do with drug companies making many billions of dollars. So thank you so much guys for watch this video. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah.